And these guys right here are amazing. Amir and Connie are with us from Atlanta, Georgia. If you are watching the video channel and you have seen Chris Hogan's Everyday Millionaires book trailer, you've seen Connie in there. She's featured in that as one of the real everyday millionaires, and so this is a great story. I know a little of the story, but I can't wait to go through it. Let's do the normal thing. How much debt have you paid off?
Well, I'll go over the numbers here. We have paid off $984,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. And how long did this take?
It did take us 10 years.
Okay.
So.
And your range of income during that time?
The range of income started with about $165,000 and gradually kind of went up to about $300,000. And about 2 years ago, we started our own practice. We are the Ganat Group. And this year, we will bring in over $1 million.
Wow. You're not just everyday millionaire. You're earning $1 million. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I know how you paid off the $984 now. You had the dadgum income. So your doctors?
No.
No.
No, you said you started your own practice. So
it's basically we are a leadership development company. We guide leaders to create extraordinary cultures that deliver breakthrough results and unprecedented fulfillment.
Apparently.
So that's what we do. I do the easy part. I get on stage and speak and do consulting, and these guys do all the hard stuff behind the scene.
Okay. Very cool. And these guys to your right, the kiddos, I guess?
That's right.
Okay.
Nassim and Naveed.
Okay.
They've been with us throughout this entire journey.
This is your son and daughter?
That's right. Our son and daughter.
Okay.
Connie has been the main engine behind this. She sort of dragged me into it. I kicked and screamed and eventually became a believer.
Got it.
She's the main engine behind it.
So, Connie, what got all this started?
What got all this started was I was looking at TLC. I saw this reality show with a couple that had a large number of kids. And they had a question and answer section. And then someone asked them, how can you afford all these kids? And they said they were debt free. And I'm going looked at Amir like, they're debt free. We can be debt free. We have 2 kids. We can do this. So I went to see what they did and found out what the program they use. It was very biblical, but not practical enough for me. And just one day I was driving down the highway in Atlanta, and there you were on a billboard. And
that can happen.
Yeah, I looked you up, discovered the class. There was one happening like within a few days that I found you out and told Amir we have to do it. So signed us up for FPU, and it's history from there.
And so 10 years ago, you went through FPU.
Yes.
And then you've plowed through. So the 984, that's mortgages and everything, I assume.
Actually, we very quickly we paid off the little bit of debt that we had on, it was just a little bit of student loans for these guys and a credit card, so about $16,000. But the house has been sort of the albatross. We bought this house before we met you. And then we tried to say, oh, geez, what did we get ourselves into? But we were upside down. We said, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to use our house to be a blessing to other people, hold classes and all that. But we were kind of stuck with it. And on September 17th, we were able to write that check and make it all happen.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
knocked it out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Completely. So, Connie, this is all your fault.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So what do you tell people the secret to getting out of debt is?
The secret to getting out of debt, I would say, is definitely being on the same page and sticking with it. It was
10 years.
Yeah. You have to stick with that goal. My goal was to be right here where I am today, to do this debt-free screen. So looking at that and watching you online, thank God for YouTube now, you're being on YouTube was really great. It really made a difference. And the one thing that, I don't know what you say on radio that you say before the debt-free screens, but you said that, I wrote it down.
You have to believe.
Yeah. You say it every time. You said, believe that it can happen. It does happen every day in America. That phrase always brought tears to my eyes because I believed that it could happen. And it did happen for us. And it can happen for anybody who puts these steps.
And the weird thing is
in
your
order.
income did not go bananas until you were
until
debt-free.
just this year. Yeah.
Yes.
About the time you went debt-free, and about the time you had good income.
Yes.
I mean, way above average income, obviously. But, I mean, it's gone nuts now. I mean, you're just like ching-ching, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. But, I mean, it's weird that isn't what did it. What did it was the perseverance.
Yes.
And pushing through and pushing through and pushing through. And so the house is worth what?
The house is still has not recovered from the downturn and whatnot, so it's worth about $650,000.
Right. And you've
probably.
you got like 401k money and that kind of stuff,
Yes,
and that gets you the up over $1 million net worth.
Yes. So in that sense, we're doing it. One thing I wanted to add, Dave, is that shortly after we went through FPU, I was managing a plant, and our results were. I found myself in a situation where our results were really terrible, and we wanted to really make a difference in terms of our results. And Connie and I basically brought FPU to the plant because we figured the best way to actually sustainably grow our results is to help people with their finances, with their health, with relationships. You know, I would do marriage counseling. I have no training in that at all. I was faking it totally, but it was working. And we brought FPU at 7:30 in the morning on Saturdays. We would do this. It was at that time 13 weeks. We did it 4 times. In fact, these guys, the first time they were exposed to it, because we had a Dave Ramsey clause in our will, we said, okay, you guys are going to be exposed to this. So we dragged them to this course at 7:30 in the morning on Saturdays. And essentially what this did for us at the plant was it really transformed a lot of lives. And since then, we have coordinated 13 classes. We just finished one a couple of weeks ago. So I think that's the other thing that really helped us.
And how old are the kids now? They're not kids, they're adults.
Yeah, 29 and 30.
Okay. All right.
And they're well established in this methodology. And in fact, you know, if I could, I just want to share something. They're also debt-free with the exception of their mortgage. There is, you know, we don't have any secrets. They've been right there with us. But there's one thing that we've kept from them, and I'd like to...
You kept something from them?
Yes, yeah, it was a little secret, and we thought, let's just keep it to ourselves.
What kind of secret are you going to do right here on the radio?
And the secret is, just because they're here and they're going to scream debt-free with us, we would like them to know that their mortgages are paid off.
Unbelievable!
Yes.
Wow!
Dave,
wow!
You know, we're really clear that the best thing that we can leave to our kids is the wisdom to know how to handle their lives. And
you guys are changing your family tree big time.
They have proven to us they're so much, you know, they're better people than I will ever be. And I look up to them. They're my coaches. They have their finances together and everything else in their life. So we figured, you know what, we want to get them off to a great start. They both own homes. And
yeah,
so
they
their
own
mortgages
them now.
are paid off.
They own them now.
That's right.
Touchdown, baby! That's as good as it gets right there.
Yes.
See, now you guys just witnessed the whole thing listening and watching on YouTube. Went from in debt $1 million to being millionaires to the change of the family tree, paying off their kids' mortgages right here live on the air. Boom!
Yes.
That's how you do it. Yeah! All right. All four of you counted down. You're all four doing a debt-free scream. Right. Amir, Connie, Naveed, and Naseem. Wow! Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
Oh, my gosh! That just happened! Wow!